Most people think surveillance is local, that your data only goes to your government. It doesn't. Meet the Five Eyes Alliance: the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. These five nations share intelligence, pooling phone calls, emails, and internet activity into a single global network. What started as a Cold War pact is now a modern web, and you are already in it. Every device, every click, every swipe feeding the network. They don't need to watch you in real time. The data already knows who you are. The Five Eye Alliance is a post-World War II intelligence sharing partnership between the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. It started with the UK-USA agreement, designed to combat mutual threats, first the Soviet Union, later transnational terrorism and cyber warfare. Members pool their intelligence capabilities and resources, primarily focusing on signals intelligence, SIGINT, and cybersecurity. But here's the part most people don't think about. Their collaboration also extends to the surveillance of their citizens. Every call, every message, every click, every digital footprint, all collected, all analyzed, and all shared across 5 nations. Yes, I understand I repeated myself. However, that just goes to show how serious, in my opinion, this actually is. In the aftermath of the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, Five Eyes members greatly increased their surveillance capabilities as part of the global war on terror. During the run-up to the Iraqi war, the communications of UN's weapons inspections, sorry if I butcher this, U.S. weapons inspector Hans Blix were monitored by the Five Eyes. Around the same time, British agents bugged the office of the UN Secretary General Kofi Annan. An NSA memo detailed the Five Eyes' plans to increase surveillance on the UN delegations of 6 countries as part of a dirty tricks campaign to pressure these 6 countries to vote in favor of using force against Iraq. This means they weren't just spying on enemies, they were spying on their own allies too. What kind of precedent do you think that sets? If they can spy on these guys, they can sure as hell spy on you. However, if you only believe these 5 countries are in on it, think again. The network stretches far beyond. Beyond the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, there are a host of unofficial partners. Countries like Germany, France, Norway, Denmark, Belgium, the Netherlands, Italy, Spain, and Sweden, hell, even Japan, all of them share intelligence in various capacities. So when I say mass data collection, it's not just 5 countries watching. It is a global shadow network spanning across continents, and you are already a part of it. So why do they do this? Why build a network that spans continents, monitoring allies and citizens alike? It's not about curiosity. It's not about national security. The truth is simpler and colder. Information is power. The more they know about you, about governments, about corporations, about ordinary people, the more they can predict, influence, and control. Every conversation tracked, every message intercepted, every pattern analyzed. It's all a part of building a map of behavior, loyalty, and vulnerability. And the more complete the map, the easier it is to bend reality to their goals. If all of this sounds overwhelming, what can you do? The truth is, you can't make yourself invisible. It's too late for that. But you can make yourself harder to track. Start with the basics. Encrypt your communications. Use secure messaging apps. Keep your devices updated. Watch what apps you give access to. Every bit of data you limit makes the map a little less complete. Be mindful online. Search in private modes, use VPNs, and don't overshare personal details. Every click, every like, every post, it all feeds the network. You could see this on Instagram today. Believe me? Alright, fine. Listen to me. Every tap, every pause, every swipe on Instagram builds a map of what makes you stop and what makes you scroll and what makes you click. And it uses that to predict what it will make you do next. Even before you know. So I want you to try something. Go on Instagram and look for things that do not interest you in the slightest. You don't even have to like. You just watch specific videos or look at specific pictures and linger on them. Linger on them longer than you usually would. Maybe drop a comment. Do that around 10 times. And suddenly maybe, you'll notice a change in your content. See for yourself. This isn't a new phenomenon. I'm not the first to discover or see this firsthand. There's countless videos on how to manipulate these systems to see just how closely you're being tracked on something as seemingly harmless as Instagram. And if something that harmless is tracking you that much, imagine what bad actors will do if, well, they got access to that information. So, it's not exactly accurate to say you're being watched, but rather, everything about you is being archived, filed away. And it builds a big file on you that anyone in power can go and inspect should they so desire. They don't need to spy on you anymore. They have everything they need to know right now. And I'll end it with this. If you don't believe your information as we speak is actively being collected by some entity or person right now, if you genuinely don't believe that, I doubt there's much I could say to convince you. After all, this has been proven countless times before. So yes, not by one nation, not by 5, but a global network of continents listening, watching, analyzing every single thing you do. Remember, surveillance works best when you don't notice it. The moment you realize it, and just how deep it goes, you regain power. So look around. Pay attention. Look at the apps you use. Look at what you share. You might be surprised at how much of you is already mapped and how much control you still have if you choose to take it. That's all I've got to say. My name is TRULY-ONI, and I'm not suicidal. And I'm out.